Hi friends, now we will see one poem which talks about knowing our own strength, our own talents. So I will first read the shloka, you read it after me, then I will explain the shloka, then I will explain the grammar, and finally we will wind up repeating the shloka. So let us read. प्रस्तावसदृशं वाक्यं स्वभावसदृशीं क्रियां आत्मशक्तिसमं कोपं यो जानाति स पंडितः. So it's a very interesting poem which says that it talks about three things. That is, what we speak, it should be appropriate to the occasion. It should not be something which is inappropriate. That is the first one. Swabhava sadrushim kriyam. That is, whatever action we take up, it has to be compatible with our nature. Whatever action we do, it should be compatible with our nature. Then Atma Shakti Samam Kopam. Suppose you get angry, your anger should be in proportion to your strength. This is the most important thing. Our anger should be in proportion to the strength. Atma Shakti Samam Kopam Yo Janati Sapanditaha. The one who knows this, he will be safe. So that is what it means. Sapanditaha means he is a wise man. He is a wise person. What does it mean? That he is safe, otherwise he will be unsafe. So in fact, when you come to the first line, you see, Prastava Sadrusham Vakyam. Prastava means in the context. Suppose you are discussing with some people in some company. So there is a discussion. So depending on the nature of discussion, depending on the type of the subject which is being discussed there, we are supposed to offer our comments, maybe make some remarks. In our school days, we learnt one poem that is about what to speak and how to speak, etc. The poem reads like this. When your lips would ope from lips, ope means open. When your lips would ope from clips, normally we keep our lips clipped, that is lips closed. So this poem says, when your lips would ope from clips, 5 things observe with care. With whom you speak, of whom you speak, and how and when and where. This is a 4-line stanza. With whom you speak, of whom you speak, and how and when and where. Suppose you are speaking to your boss, you can't talk something ill about his wife. So you are speaking to something else, to your teacher. You can't say something which you can tell your son or something like that. You can't be light-hearted when you are speaking to an elderly person. You can't be light-hearted. You have to speak in an appropriate way. So that is what is Prastava Sadrusham Vakyam. Depending on the situation. Suppose you are in some, say for example, you are in a say birthday party, and then every day every person is greeting the child. Then you can't be discussing some road accidents and then some tragedy there and then somebody who has died and then some misery, etc., etc. You should not be discussing. Suppose there's some marriage is going on. In that marriage, people are greeting them with all best wishes. Now you commiserate with that person and then you say that marriage is fraught with so many problems and whatnot. So that is not appreciated. So Prastava Sadrusham Vakyam is what is needed. Then the Swabhava Sadrushim Kriyam. Swabhava Sadrushi means Kriya. Kriya means an action. Action should be commensurate, or action should be in accordance with. Sadrushi means in accordance with or compatible with what? Swabhava. Swabhava is one's own nature, one's own innate nature, one's own tendency. A person can be angry in nature. A person has another person has a lot of patience. Another person is always smiling. Another person is always very serious. Sometimes I am also like that. I can't smile. In fact, there is a proverb there is a Chinese proverb which says, a man without a smile should not open a shop. Because if you go to a shop and the shopkeeper keeps on a very expressionless face, you won't be happy with him. You will be happy if he says, oh, please come, what do you want, what can I do, etc., etc. He has to observe all those formalities. So all those nice utterances he has to do. So that is Svabhava Sadrushi Kriya. A person without a smiling face should not open a shop. So like that, suppose somebody is very, very angry in nature. So he can't join some sort of job where some smooth interaction with people is required. You are supposed to treat people kindly. So for such a thing, his aptitude is not there. So that is why we have so many aptitude tests nowadays. People, even psychologists, they test us, they test our aptitude, whether a person is having the right aptitude for the right job. So that is what we do nowadays. Then the last one is Atma Shakti Samam Kopam. This is again important. As I said, our kopam is anger. So anger should be commensurate with our strength only. There is a proverb in Telugu which says, Pedavadi kopamu pedaviki chetu. That is, a poor man's anger will only hurt his lips. Suppose when you are angry, you bite your lips, isn't it? Normally when people are angry, they bite their lips. Involuntary action. When people are angry with somebody, they bite their lips. So suppose a weak man becomes very, very angry. What is the outcome? His own lips will be hurt. He will only bite his lips. So like that, a weak person, he has to think of how to use his brain and not how to use his brawn. So that is it. So if you really have a grouse, you grow in strength in some manner, maybe in intellect, maybe in terms of money, maybe in terms of physical power, like we see in all these, say, kung fu movies. A fellow who is weak, who is a weakling in the beginning, he gets trained so much and then he ultimately beats the villain. So something like that. You develop your strength and then only you try to go for combat. I can't pick up a fight with a man like Schwarzenegger or somebody like that. So, Atma Shakti Samam Kopam, Yo Janati, the person who knows, he is the Pandita. Pandita means a wise person. So, which means he will be safe. So, that is what it means. So, let me explain the grammar. Prastava Sadrusham. Sadrusham. Sadrusham means something which is compatible with, something which is in tune with, in accordance with. So, that is what is Sadrusha. Prastava Sadrusha. Prastava means an occasion. Occasion, in accordance with the occasion. Prastava Sadrusham. Vakyam. Vakyam means, Vakyam literally means a sentence. But here it means anything you say. Vakyam. Prastava Sadrusham Vakyam. You have to say something which is appropriate to the situation. Then Kriyam. Prabha Swabhava Sadrushim Kriyam Yaha Janati. The Anvaya, the connection is with that last line. Yo Janati. That is Yaha Janati means the one who knows. The person who knows, yaha janati. Swabhava prastava sadrusham vakyam yaha janati. Then again, swabhava sadrushim kriyam yaha janati. So that yaha janati has to be connected to all the three. So, swabhava sadrushim kriyam. Swabhava, that is one's own nature. Because human nature is so divergent. Because all people are not of the same nature. People have different, natures, different attitudes. Then, Atma Shakti Samam Kopam Yo Janati. So, Atma Shakti Samam. Atma Shakti means, Atma does not mean Atma, Paramatma, etc. Atma means self. Atma Shakti means one's own Shakti, one's own capacity, one's own strength. So, that what a person should know. What is my strength? What is my strength in different angles? What is my intellectual strength? Suppose I am sitting with a scholar. I should know what is my intellectual strength and then only I have to debate. If at all I have to debate, otherwise I have to jolly well learn from him. Without knowing his strength and without knowing my strength, if I try to find fault with him, then I will myself be proved wrong. So suppose another man may be in terms of money. So that again, I have to know where I stand. I can't compete with somebody like Birlas or Tatas. Similarly, physical strength. So all the types, various types of strength, various types of power, we should know where we are. Kopam, yaha janati sa panditaha. So the grammar here, this prastava sadrusham vakyam is in dvitiya vibhakti. Then again, kriya swabhava sadrushim kriyam is in dvitiya vibhakti. Kriya is the word, kriyam, dvitiya vibhakti, that is accusative case, singular. So then, Atma Shakti Samam Kopam. Kopam again is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. That is accusative case, singular. Yaha Janati. Yaha Janati becomes Yo Janati because of Sandhi. Sandhi means that euphonic combination. Yo Janati Sa Panditaha. Sa means Saha. That Visarga drops. Sometimes the visarga drops. Saha panditaha. Sometimes visarga need not be there. Sa panditaha. Sa means saha. Sa panditaha. Pandita means a person who is wise. Let us repeat the shloka. Prastava sadrusham vakyam Swabhava sadrushim kriyam Atma shakti samam kopam Yojanati sapanditaha. Fine.